much did I shop in August? Hi and very welcome! My name is Mary, this is my channel Lumi Level Up, and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. That's why I started doing these monthly recaps where I share everything I bought, everything I sold and everything I resisted as a recap of the previous month. So today we are looking at my August. How much did I purchase? How much did I sell? And what were my biggest temptations? As always, I do include my rented bags as well, because I just think it's something that got to me in the month. I kinda pay a subscription fee on it, so I think we can count it, but I will keep it short and sweet this time. This Gucci bucket bag was my surprise bag from Phobe. I will link the entire unboxing for you, and you can find way more details about bag renting and the service I use in that video. So I unboxed that in August. Then the next piece I bought, very obvious, on my head. Quite some of you might already know it. Quite some of you might have already suspected that I might keep this hairpiece by Dolce & Gabbana. It has its own unboxing video as well. I asked for your opinion. I honestly wanted to hear it because initially I was not that sure if I would want to keep such an expensive hair accessory, but nearly all of you did actually like it as much as I did as well. So in the end I decided to keep it, and if you want to know more about that, the video is linked for you as well. Maybe let's go on with the items that already have videos. Another box, Julian Haig's London, which is a brand that is most probably not that well known, and I bought the most crazy heels at a flea market for 25 euro. Yes, they do have their own video as well, which unfortunately didn't perform that well. I kinda do understand why, because they are not that widely spread known and you cannot purchase them anymore currently. Well, you can pre-loved and pay way more than they initially were at retail. I guess there's not that much interest for those shoes, but if you want to see a try-on of those, another video I can recommend to you. And in August I only visited 2 flea markets, not entirely sure if it has been because of the weather, because maybe it rained for all the other flea markets I had on my mind. Maybe I was busy. Don't know for sure. I only visited 2, and at one it actually was raining and I did just buy those shoes, which absolutely made the entire trip worth for me. But the other flea market I visited was a gold mine. Most of the items I bought from the same seller, but it's enough if there is one good sales booth. You can score incredible deals, incredible items, luxury pieces for bargain prices. There was one seller that made the day for me, but let's start with some of the other items I bought that day. Those vintage Versace sunglasses, which do not want to focus. They come with a case, but the case is very beaten up, so it's not really about the case for me. It even makes terrible sounds. And they are very 90s Y2K vibes. I'm not entirely sure if I actually do like them on me. I was wearing them for one of the skits I did as a short or reel on Instagram, and they are interesting. They do have the Versace Greca pattern at the handle, so something about them speaks to me, but I'm not entirely sure if this is my style of sunglasses. But as you know me, when sunglasses have amazing prices, luxury sunglasses, vintage sunglasses at the flea market, there's no way how I could say no. Those were only 5 euro, so obviously I bought them. I had fun this summer in August wearing them a few times, no regrets there, because come on, how would you regret 5 euro for vintage Versace sunglasses? I think we already made it to the clothing pieces from that same flea market. Indeed. We start with an item that I shared in my May recap, which was from the flea market as well. And if I still have it on my phone, I will share the try-on as well. This linen blazer by Burberry, which I bought from a man. And already back in the May video I told you that he had a Versace blazer and a Versace blazer as well, which is a diffusion line from Versace, and that I kind of regretted that I did not buy all of them when I realized how much I like this one as an oversized blazer, and that I would want to check out their sales booth the next time I am at that flea market. And the next time I was there was in June or July. Well, I think it were 2 markets that I was there and they were not there. The husband and wife, so I didn't have my hopes up too high anymore that they would come back and sell again. But in August, the gentleman was there, and one of the blazers sold, the Versace one, but the Versace one was still available, and I filmed a little try-on scene for you as well. Made in Italy. The condition of that one is not the very best anymore, especially the interior does show some wear. Probably I would have to take it to the dry cleaner to see if it can get more clean. He asked for 10 euro, same price as the Burberry blazer, and I haggled him down to 8 euro. So I think a linen Versace Versace blazer for 8 euro, even if it has to be brought to the dry cleaner, is an amazing deal. But I have to admit that I don't love it as much as the Burberry one. I think this one is even a tad bigger, so it might be a tad too oversized for me. We will have to see. I haven't worn it out yet, and we will have to see if I actually will be able to make it work. But back when I bought that linen blazer from Burberry, I checked out the clothing from the lady, from the wife as well, and she had a pair of etro pants. So I knew both of them, they kind of seemed to like the luxurious things in life, so this time I definitely wanted to check out the stuff she's selling as well. I scored 4 Wolford bodysuits. One of them I'm wearing right now. I'm a huge fan of Wolford. I've been a fan of them for years, probably decades. I remember some years ago when Skims started to be that big, the Kardashian brand. I was like, stuff like this has been out for years at Wolford. Why is everybody going crazy now that the Kardashians are doing it? I think later on Wolford even collaborated with them because it's such a great fit of the brands. I really like Wolford. It's not luxury, but definitely high end, and their bodysuits, I think maybe they start around 120 up to 250, depending on which one exactly. I'm going to put up some pics for you. So I got one asymmetrical one-shoulder bodysuit. I got one that was mesh neck holder kind of, and I think my favorite one is this one. And my second favorite is probably that one with the mesh as well. You cannot really see anything, so I'll probably work with pictures, or for this one I know that I do have a little try-on clip as well, because I wore it for a date night with hubby. 4 Wolford bodysuits, 1 Jil Sander piece. I guess you cannot really see anything. This is a very basic thing. It's just a shirt with a collar, and I guess the material is great. Since it's Jil Sander and probably had a regular retail price of several hundreds. It's, yeah, 45% silk, 17% nylon and 29% spandex. We have Jil Sander, we have 4 times Wolford, and we have one shirt from Missoni, which is very typical Missoni style, if I may say so myself. I think I'll put up a try-on pic as well. Guess what I paid for those 6 pieces of high street and even luxury Missoni and Jil Sander at the lady whose husband sold me her Versace jacket for 8 euro. I paid 25 euro for all of those pieces together. That day at the flea market, or right after the flea market, I shared on my Instagram story as well that I have been very successful. I think we can call it very successful when you buy so much luxury clothing for so little prices. And it doesn't stop here. We have one more piece, and I think this was a very interesting coincidence that day, because at another sales booth I found another piece of clothing. Guess the brand. Another Missoni shirt. Try on shots there. And the lady asked for 5 euro. I hurried her down to 4, so I got another Missoni shirt in very typical design for 4 euro. You really can get luxury designer clothing thrifted for amazing prices. That's everything I bought in August, which I think is great because I didn't buy anything at all brand new. Well, this one was expensive for what it is, but it was a deal considering it's a Dolce & Gabbana hair accessory with all the packaging, and overall I think I did really good with my shopping. And it will get even better because I did not just not shop that much. I did sell quite some stuff as well. I'll quickly talk you through that like we always do it in the sold section. I'll insert some pictures. I always think that I should take some video clips when I sold the items before I ship them so that I can show you them moving, but I always kind of forget that, so sorry. It's going to be pictures yet again. I sold an old All Saints shirt with a cat print for 13 euro and 60 cents. I sold, oh, interesting story here, 2 low-waist jeans. They are back from the 2000s. I wore them when I was maybe 15 and I had them stored in my parents' basement. Well, I noticed that the Y2K trend is back and that the young girls like to wear those terrible low-waisted jeans again. I listed 2 of them and I'm not going to show you the pictures that I used for selling them. I'm just going to show you those pants on the floor. But let me tell you, I took pictures from the back wearing a G-string showcasing the low waist. They sold immediately. They were gone within the same day that I listed them. And one of them was already quite used and I still got €12 for it, and the other one, well, not that used, and I even got €29.50 for old Y2K jeans. I think that's insane. When I realized that my old stuff from my teenage days is hot again, I listed some more items. I'll hope that I might sell some more of them in September. Oh, another piece from that area is this Custo Barcelona jean skirt that I sold for €14.80. It's a Spanish brand that I was crazy about in my teen years. Let me know if you remember them. I think it's very Phoebe Buffet from Friends style. Definitely let me know if you heard of them, if you knew them in the 90s and 2000s as well, or if it just was a me thing. Then I sold a Betsy Johnson golden clutch bag that I remember I showcased in 1 or 2 videos on my channel before. I think already then I told you that I'm not really using it anymore, so yeah, not that much of a surprise that I let go of it. I sold it for €28.80. Then I sold another golden bag that I did not even have for that long, but I realized I don't need it since... Is it visible? Not really, but I do have that Louis Vuitton blade clutch in gold, so I don't need another golden evening bag from Furla, and she bought it in a set with a fossil bag that had leopard print fur. For both bags, including insured shipping, she paid €76. Then I sold a big dumpling clutch bag in taupe for €35, including insured shipping. That bag was kinda special for me. It held some memories because I bought it when I was in New York the very first time. I bought it at a flea market in Hell's Kitchen. I paid a lot for it. I probably paid way too much, considering it was a flea market, but it was just that New York flair and felt great getting something at a New York flea market. I hadn't worn it in years and I thought, even if I do have some kind of sentimental memories attached to that bag, if it's just sitting on the shelf and those kind of big clutches are still kinda on trend and I probably might be able to sell it now, I should take the chance and sell it. So I did that. And now it's getting interesting. Well, not even that interesting. Well, yes, it is interesting because I have 2 more bags left. One of them is this turquoise bag that does look like a Balenciaga, but it's not a Balenciaga. It was an unbranded bag, so it's not a fake. It was just a dupe. And someone this year I bought 2 more bags in that look, and the one I had, I loved it to pieces. I wore it a lot, but it already showed some signs of wear. And when I then now got this one, I don't need 2 of them, and this one definitely is in the better condition. The one that I sold had golden hardware and this one has rose golden hardware, and I think the golden hardware probably works a tad better for me, but I don't need 2 of those in a very similar shade of turquoise. So I let go for €35, including shipping. Now we get to an item. You have to let to know me what you think about the price that I listed it for. A Chloe Paddington bag. And the funny story here is that I talked about that bag very long time ago in one of my very early videos as a regret. I bought it preloved myself at Rebel, which is a German preloved platform that unfortunately is not operating anymore, which made it problematic because I was not able to log into the platform in my account and see how much I paid back then, which would have been very interesting to see how much I did lose on that sale, or maybe I did not even lose money. I have no idea what I paid back then. I bought it in 2015, and when I realized the Y2K trend is back and seemingly Chloe Paddington bags are hot again, I decided, well, I hadn't worn that bag in years. It turned out to be a regret for myself and I might be able to sell it now. I might be able to get some money back on it. Let's do it. Let's see if it sells. I listed it for, I think, €299 plus shipping, and in the end a buyer haggled me down to 300, including insured shipping. I got nearly 300 for a vintage Chloe bag from the 2000s. I'm very happy with that price because, as I said, I hadn't worn that bag in years. It turned out to be kind of a regret for me. If you want to know more about that, check out that video. Feels great to get €300 back in your pockets for a bag that you had for years, that you wore a lot back then and now absolutely are ready to let go. That's everything I sold that I listed that I think is interesting to mention. I had some more boring H&M pieces, dresses, clothing, already mentioned in some of those recap videos as well, that I don't share each and every piece because it might get too long. I think I had a very good month of selling. I actually did list a lot as well, and it always helps when you list new items, you sell more, obviously. I want to try to keep doing so and selling more and letting go of more rather than just purchasing more and letting more in my life. Rather let go of some more in my life. The resisted part is not that long this time. Same reasons as already in July. Our attic renovations, I'm still planning on doing a video for you there, but it's way worse than it has been in my July recap. Things are getting worse and worse, more expensive and more expensive, more problematic and more problematic, and I don't know if I can make a video about it without tearing up and having a mental breakdown, so we have to wait for a good day that I can talk you through that and share you some of the renovation projects. Having that so heavily on my mind and on our wallets makes me be more mindful, helps me be more mindful, because I should not be luxury shopping like crazy. I'm very fine with doing it at the flea market, scoring luxury items at incredible prices. This will never stop, but doing it brand new or at higher pre-loved prices online, not really happening at the moment. I was tempted by one Chanel bag, which was obviously expensive because it's a Chanel bag. It was not even 1,500 euro, which is a great price for a Chanel bag. And I loved the look so much, I thought the price was very, very good. So I ordered it, I looked at it, and then I realized, no, I have to be mindful, I cannot keep it. In this state of my life, I have to return it. Obviously, it has been a huge temptation because I even ordered it. I had it here, but send it back. Then I have to blame Gwenny from Styled by Gwenny, because she shared a shopping vlog sharing her shopping struggles, and when she was out and about she was showing some very beautiful dresses from a brand called Forever New. Those dresses, at least some of them, they give Zimmermann vibes, and I think they are very beautiful. They are a fraction of the price of a Zimmermann dress, but brand new retail, they are still a tad more than I would want to pay, so I started browsing for them pre-loved on Vinted, and I found one that was really cute. Let me know if you see the Zimmermann vibes as well. It was offered for 50 euro. The problem might be that I didn't try them on yet, because I don't know where they are offered in stores here. Not sure if a size large would be good for me. Still might be too short. It would be great if I could try them on and then hunt for them pre-loved when I better know my size. I was considering it, even though I think 50 euro for a used dress from a brand that is nice but not luxury probably is more than I would want to spend on a used dress, but before I was able to make up my mind, someone else bought it. I'm fine with that, but I'm still looking out for those Forever New dresses and do consider to get one if a beautiful one that I like pops up at a great price. If it would have been 25 euro, I would have bought it immediately. Maybe one will pop up one day. Then I went to an outlet pop-up store thingy together with a colleague of mine. I'm not entirely sure how to describe it. It's mainly a shoe store, but they had a lot of clothing as well, and it's an outlet. And they had 50% on top of everything on all the outlet prices. My colleague, she went a little bit crazy. She shopped a lot and I was so good. I was so good. I was just looking at items and I was, well, liking some items, but I was not really tempted. I just tried on one pair of Levi's jeans. Unfortunately, I didn't take a picture while I was wearing them, which definitely would be better to look at than this stupid picture I took. So unfortunately, you probably cannot really imagine how they looked. They were very interesting because they had those dark jean denim at the sides, which made your legs longer and made you look more slim. But they still were 32 euro, I think, instead of 120 regular retail, and then the outlet price, and then outlet price probably 64, and then half of that, 32, which, come on, 32 euro for a pair of Levi's denims is not too bad, but do I need them? Do I need another pair of jeans, denims? No, so I didn't buy them. Not sure if I regret it. Unfortunately, you will have no idea how good they might have looked on me because you cannot imagine it right from the hanger, and I didn't take a better picture. Then another item, a jewelry set that I spotted on Vinted. I think the price was really good on that Saint Laurent ring and necklace for 149 euro. It got me tempted because I like the price point and I like that kind of used, edgy vibe of it, but somehow I was a little bit skeptic about authenticity, that's why I didn't give it a shot. 150 for costume jewelry you do not really need, still might be too much to to be buying at the moment, so I didn't do that. The last item that got me tempted, but not really tempted, just I was looking at it, thinking at it, it's cute and the price is not too bad, is this Fendi Peekaboo in a large size, which initially was 1,971 at Vuitton Vogue, then was on sale for 990, and they had an additional promotion of 25% off, so that it came down to 750 euro. And I really like the shape of the peekaboos. I have been looking at them for quite a while now, so it got me curious. I especially liked that it had this shearling interior. That it was cute, but 750 euro doesn't tempt me at the moment. I don't want to spend that much on a pre-loved Fendi Peekaboo, especially since it looks a little bit out of shape as well. I didn't need it. I was able to resist it. I'm glad I did. That's everything I sold, I bought, and I resisted in August. Let me know how you think I did. Let me know what your favorite item has been and all your other thoughts as well. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time, and bye! Good news for everyone who was worried about the resale value of my hairpiece as well. I did not have to cut the tags. I just, well, obviously I cut the Vuitton Vogue tag, the paper tag, which no one needs, but I was able to roll up the white Dolce & Gabbana tag, so no resale value destroyed here. And I'm very happy that I kept it. I think it's cute, even if I'm just wearing it for filming every now and then, and there will come the perfect occasion for it. And a Versace blazer.